Good morning, student. Today topic is dependencies in a pipeline processor. There are mainly three types of dependencies possible in a pipeline processor. These are structural dependency, control dependency, data dependency, and these dependencies may introduce stalls in the pipeline. Stall means it is a cycle in the pipeline without new input. Okay. Structural dependency arises due to the resource conflict in the pipeline. A resource conflict is a situation when more than one instruction tries to access the same resources in the same cycle. And a resource can be a register, memory, or ALU. Give an example. Here, four instruction cycle are performing their instruction cycle. In case of first instruction cycle, instruction fetch, then instruction decode, then execute, then it store in memory. You can see in the above scenario, in fourth cycle, instruction I1 and I4 are trying to access same resources from memory and which introduce a resource conflict. To avoid this problem, we have to keep the instruction on wait until the required resource memory in our case becomes available. And this wait will introduce stalls in the pipeline as shown below. So you can see that here is no conflict has occurred. So it is the solution of above diagram or above conflict. Okay. Next, to minimize the structural dependency stall in the pipeline, we have used a hardware mechanism called renaming. Renaming divide the memory into two dependent module used to store the instructions and data separately called code memory, which is also known as CM, and data memory DM. CM will contain all the instruction and DM will contain all the operands that are required for the instructions. Next, control dependency. These types of dependencies occurs during the transfer of control instructions such as branch, call, JMP, etc. On any instruction architecture, on many instruction architecture, the processor will not know the target address of these instructions when it needs to insert the new instruction into the pipeline. Due to this, unwanted instructions are fed to the pipeline. Consider the following sequence of instruction in the program: 100 I1, 101 in I2, 102 in I3, and line number 250 is BL1. In case of 101, line number 101, when instruction cycle 2 is occurred, when it jumps to the line number 250, which is JMP 250. So the target address of the JMP instruction is known after the ID stage only. Here is the diagram which is show the above coding. So the output sequence is instruction 1, then instruction 2, then instruction 3, then BL1, BI1, instruction 1. So the output sequence is not equal to the expected output. That means the pipeline is not implemented correctly. To correct the above problem, we need to stop the instruction fetch until we get target address of branch instruction. And this can be implemented by introducing delay slot until we get the target address. So here is the solution where no conflicts occur. So as a delay slot performs no operation, this output sequence is equal to the expected output sequence, and this slot introduces stall in the pipeline. So the solution for control dependency is branch prediction, which and is the in this method through which stalls due to control dependency can be eliminated, and the after first stage prediction is done about which branch will be taken. For branch prediction, branch penalty is 0, and the branch penalty is the number of stalls introduced during the branch operation in the pipeline processor. And data dependency, which is known as data hazard, consider an add instruction is such that is hold add R1, R2, and R3, which it means addition of R2 and R3 stored in R1 register. And address read by S instruction IS, which is R2 and R3, and address written by S, which is output, which is R1. Now we say instruction S2 depends in instruction S1 when the condition called Bernstein's condition, and there are three cases exist in Bernstein's condition. Flow of data dependencies, output of S1 intersection input S2, which is S1 denoted S2 and S1 writes after, sometimes read by S2, and anti-dependencies, which is input S1 intersection of output S2, which is S1 determinant S2, and S1 reads sometimes before S2 overwrites it. And the output dependencies, which is output of S1 intersection output of S2, S1 determinant S2, and both writes the same memory location. And these are the Bernstein's condition. So let there be two instruction I1 and I2 such that add R1, R2, R3 and sub R4, R1, R2. When the above instructions are executed in a pipeline processor, then data dependencies condition will occur, which means that I2 tries to read the data before I1 and writes it. Therefore, I2 correctly gets the old value from I1. To minimize data dependencies, stall in the pipeline and operand forwarding is used. In case of operand forwarding, we use the interface registers prevent between the stages to hold intermediate output so that dependent instruction can access new value from the interface register directly. And the data hazards occur when instruction that exhibit data dependency modify data in different stages of a pipeline. And the hazards causes delay in the pipeline. There are mainly three types of data hazards: read after write, write after read, and write after write. Here are some example. Raw hazards when instruction date tries to read data before instruction I. Here are some example. And write after read hazards occurs when instruction J tries to write data before instruction I. And write after write hazards occurs when instruction J tries to write output before instruction. Okay, thank you.